Hey everybody, and welcome to the Missoula Dems Show. I'm Andy Nelson, the chair of the Missoula County Democrats.
And I'm Allison Wilson, the Missoula County Democrats organizer.
And it's a big day here in Montana. It is Election Day, June 2nd, the primary election. I know those that are viewing this will be viewing it after the fact, but it is Election Day, so we can't really go without talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm feeling pretty good about things. How are you feeling?
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Running for office to me is mind-boggling.
Yes.
It's so much work.
Yes.
It's so much pressure. And just everyone that stepped into the ring, whether it's for state legislator or for this Western congressional race, just spent so much time going to all of these Montana communities, learning about our constituents, and they all deserve their props for that. And yeah, good primaries make for even better general elections.
Yep.
And yeah,
Totally.
they all had a part in that.
Yeah, those congressional candidates and Senate candidates this cycle had, 15 forums just put on by Democratic Central Committees alone around the state of Montana, which is
Can you
unheard
imagine,
of.
I think they had 2 forums a day sometimes.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's incredible.
They'd go to a Dems one, and then maybe a nonprofit was holding a forum.
Right, yeah, and also
back to back.
nonpartisan groups
Yeah.
also put on debates and forums, and so not only that, but they have their door knocking efforts, and running for office is no small feat. I did it once.
Yeah.
That's how I first personally got involved with the Missoula County Democrats. I ran for the state legislature 2 cycles ago in 2022. And lost my primary, but wanted to stay involved, so that's how I got involved with this.
Yeah.
But for anybody that's kind of on the fence about maybe running for an office one day, it's daunting and kind of scary, but I have no regrets. I would totally do it again. I mean, I don't have interest in doing it right now, but maybe someday. But yeah, I don't regret it at all. It was extremely hard and incredibly challenging, but the amount of new people that you meet and learning about the issues that are important to them, it's just it's life-changing, because these are your neighbors that you'd probably never meet for any other reason other than the fact that you just walked up their step and knocked their door.
Right.
And so I think that's just what's so cool about running for office is, win or lose, you're getting to know your community intimately and the needs that are important to them. And it's exhausting as heck. So thank you for the people that put the time and energy and money and resources into running for office this cycle. We appreciate it very much.
Definitely.
And best of luck tonight.
And also, we're at Missoula Public Library. It is a polling place. There's a bunch of election judges through these doors helping people vote. We got 2 more hours until the polls close. A round of applause to them too. Making sure we have safe and secure elections, and working those long hours and hopefully getting us the results soon, because we're all very curious. But
I can't wait to see. Yeah, huge thank you to all those election workers. I know at least back in March when they put the notices out, Missoula County alone was needing to hire over 800 part-time and full-time workers for this time of year to work in the Missoula County elections. And it makes sense. I mean, there's tons of people at the main office, there's people here at the library, at the other locations and drop boxes, so
definitely. We'll do it all again in November.
Also, this is news to me. I just learned this recently, but Allison and I today have been calling folks to help them cure their ballot, which I guess is political lingo for fixing your ballot if there's something wrong with it. So the Secretary of State's office puts a list together of people whose ballots have been rejected, right? And so we, with the state party, were able to get said list and call these people to let them know that there's something wrong with it, but they can still get it fixed. And I also didn't know that you can still fix your ballot the next day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if we'll get this online in time, but tomorrow is June 3rd. You can technically fix the issue with your ballot tomorrow before the election office closes, and you can still get your vote counted. So this cycle, the number one thing that people are missing where their ballot is being rejected is this new signing and dating the envelope thing,
Right.
which is a new protocol that we voters have to do, that the legislature put in place, that Republicans put forward, which is a pain in the butt because it's actually voter suppression. So if you voted, you know you need to sign, date, and put your birth year on your ballot. Many people just aren't doing it because they miss it, they don't know.
Yeah, or you put today's date instead of your birth year, and
right.
then that throws it out.
Exactly.
Yeah. It used to be before this, like maybe your signature kind of changed and your signature didn't match. So that's another reason a lot of ballots are rejected. But yeah, this is definitely a huge issue. So hopefully next legislative session we can do something about that. Yeah.
Well, that's, I think, everything we wanted to cover for Election Day. Again, happy Election Day, and thank you everybody for voting. Mark your calendar for the next one in November, because that's the big one. Okay. Also, something else to celebrate, it's June 2nd today, which means we're in Pride Month, so happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I think it's always worth celebrating every day of the year. But yeah, Pride is incredibly important, and I think, like, especially in the times we're living through right now, it seems like so many of the rights that the LGBTQ plus community has fought for are being chipped away, and I guess, like, they actually are. We know that. There's, you know, hate-filled laws that are being passed in state legislatures across the country. And I think now more than ever, it's incredibly important that we bring the queer and trans community to the forefront and talk about these issues. I mean, even in Montana, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. My former life, I was the executive director of the Western Montana LGBTQ plus Community Center. So I'm pretty well versed in a lot of these things, and it's really important to my heart as a gay man to pay attention and fight for this community. But anyway, here in Montana, we are a red state, and typically red states just aren't friendly towards this community. And in recent years, you know, they've passed drag bans, bathroom bans on trans people, trying to ban trans people out of sports, like just the whole gamut. And in response, you know, Democrats have fought tooth and nail to try to fight these things, but it's really challenging because we are currently in the minority, right? And so I think personally the best thing to change hearts and minds is to have conversations like this. And, you know, from my personal experience, having somebody's attitude change on a certain issue regarding like a queer person or a trans person tends to be because they met somebody or know somebody. And so in politics it's a little different, but like it's all about the conversations, you know?
Yeah, and it's nice all the time, but for everyone to be in community, and Main Street turns into a place where we can do that and have a good time. So yeah, us Democrats will be walking in the parade, and then we will be at the block party on Saturday, June 20th. So parade in the morning, block party in the afternoon. Feel free to stop by. Feel free to walk with us in the parade if you don't have anyone else to walk with. Yeah, and we'll probably just be doing voter registration and talking about whatever wonderful candidates we have on the slate come June 20th.
Totally. We love Missoula Pride. Missoula Pride is always lit. I know this year they're going extra hard because it's the Missoula Pride's 5th anniversary of consecutive prides. And The headliner this year is Bob the Drag Queen, renowned Bob the Drag Queen from
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race. So that'll be at the street party the evening of Saturday the 20th. Don't miss that, along with a lot of other incredible performers. I know Bill Bowers, a local mime from Missoula, will be here from New York City performing, and a lot of other incredible acts you won't want to miss. And not only like here in Montana, especially those that are watching not from here in Missoula, there's been more and more Pride celebrations popping up all over the state of Montana. So the same weekend Pride will be happening here. It'll also be happening in Billings, where will be, because the Montana State Democratic Convention is happening that weekend also. And there's other Prides too. Gallatin County has one in Bozeman. Small towns like Libby and Anaconda host Pride, Butte, all over the state. And so look them up in your area, especially as an ally. Support this community as best you can. Okay, well, that's Pride. How about some upcoming events? Oh, Kari Hong, do you want to talk about Kari at our next?
Yes, so our next Central Committee meeting will be June 13th at 6 p.m. at the Gallagher Business Building, room 123. And Carrie Hahn, who is an immigration lawyer, will be giving a presentation about what's been going on with ICE and deportations and detention centers. So it's going to be a really topical conversation.
Yeah, it's a very timely, I mean, even just this week with all the stuff happening at the New Jersey Detention Center, it seems like every month there's like a new place where there's,
Right.
you know, a protest and chaos because of the Trump administration's, the way they carry out their efforts when it comes to detainees and deportation and ICE. So come check this out. She does an amazing job with what she does, and it'll be a great lecture. If you can't physically make it to the Gallagher Business Building, we live stream these, so you can live stream them from the Missoula County Democrats YouTube page. Speaking of our monthly meetings, Allison, I know that we are actively looking for new, we don't call them members, we call them precinct captains. Can you talk about that?
Yes. So this June, a precinct captain term starts over. For those of you that don't know, central committees are made up of precinct captains, and each precinct has a male and female representative. Some folks choose to file for office with the elections office back in March, but we also just have people come to our meeting and fill out an application that they email to us, and we'll vote on it at that monthly meeting. So June is a great way to start getting involved, because that is when the new 2-year term starts. The role of a precinct captain, it's really, I like to say it's like a choose your own adventure. We say that the time commitment is 2 hours a month. We would like you to attend a majority of our meetings, but things happen. You probably won't make it to all of them. And then when it comes to supporting our events, it's not like you have to go out door knocking all the time or phone bank. There's folks involved in our central committee that write letters to the editor or write postcards. If you are interested in supporting the campaign side of things, you could open up your house to be a neighborhood headquarter and be a launch point so other volunteers can go out canvassing. I was watching the video from last week, and Emily Marburger, our executive director, was on. When she was in Pennsylvania, they had a volunteer that did childcare, make food for the other volunteers. It's really whatever way you want to contribute. A election season is coming up, and it is a very busy time. If anyone is interested in becoming a precinct captain or getting involved in any way, I would love to meet with you. Just reach out on our website, MissoulaCountyDemocrats.org, and there's definitely a place for you, and we'll find something that you are actually interested in doing that is guaranteed to support us in winning elections.
Totally. I think a lot of people, probably the majority of people in our current society, feel like politics is out of reach. And I get how it feels that way, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And I think the systems that are in place are designed in a way to make us feel that way, but we as people ultimately have the power. And so by getting civically involved in groups like ours, we can make change and we can organize. And I think getting involved with the Missoula County Democrats is the perfect first step for you if you're interested. So on that note, thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a great election day, and we'll see you next time.